Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
So, how did you end up here?
How did I end up here? Let's start from beginning. The year is 1992. My parents been on the way from Croatia to Italy, and they had a horrible car accident in which my mom flew basically through the rear windshield. The ambulance people found her, rushed her to the hospital, and that's where she stayed until she didn't give birth to me. Shortly after that, we moved back to Zagreb, where I spent my whole life. If I would point out two things, that I always love sports and rap music. I actually never thought I'm gonna leave Croatia. It never even crossed my mind until the death of my super close friend happened, and that really shook up my whole world and made me question everything. I was 23 years old, and his death just showed me how unpredictable life is, and that it's time for me to do me, not to just waste my time in the neighborhood doing the same thing every single day. My dream was to go and visit East Coast to see New York and how that looks actually like in real life. When I landed, I realized that this is a whole different monster. Everything was so expensive, everything was so outrageously priced out that I was like, man, I gotta find a job over here. That's where I worked in a bar and met my future wife, Diane. D. That's my wife, Diane.
I hate the camera. Hi.
She actually trained me on my first shift. Things developed pretty fast. We haven't been dating, what, like 2 months? Around 2 months, and we got married. And I realized that, like, hey, I actually am staying here, and I have obligation to protect and provide for the family. I just started doing any job that was on the market. I was doing landscaping, I was doing moving, I was doing catering, I was doing bartending, construction, I don't know. I never did construction, I'm lying.
That was next.
Yeah, that was like, at that time I was just panicking about finances, and I just wanted to work more and work more. I realized that, like, even though, yes, everything is successful and great, like, it wasn't it. I start feeling burnt out. I start feeling like I'm losing myself. Once we switch things around, now all of a sudden 4 or 5 times a week, I'm able to travel hour and a half to Jersey, train for 2 hours, travel back, and be with my family, be at work, be with my son. And I want this project to inspire people and bring them back to their dreams. And that's it, I'm done. Let's go.
Jab at me? A little bit harder. A little bit harder. See how I'm here? Now if you throw 1-2, I can see it coming. It's like the Mike Tyson video game, where you're like here and you see the punches coming. That's how I want you to act. So I want you to pretend you had a hairline.
On the private sessions, you really have time to do mistakes freely, and you have time to correct them with no pressure. Plus, you know, for the coach, it's way
Try not to reach your hand
easier
out
to
past
focus.
your forearm. Keep it right here.
Group session, it's impossible. You just, as a trainer, have to dedicate your time to every single guy.
See? Now you're in control. You can see it rather than being wild. And now bring your hands back to your face and doing this. So even against a guy like that, you just need to learn, like, let me just control my stuff right now. Like, cause I can turn my hips and go.
Today was less intense and more focused on knowledge, just getting that flow in, getting comfortable in my body, implementing legs into striking, you know, and like going from boxing to kickboxing, and just being comfortable, not forcing punches, not overthink, not to exaggerate, just to be calm,
I
get
think
my
natural,
flow, and
just like
play with it.
That's why a lot of times like I'll put Afrobeats on.
Honestly, dancing part like was the best. I love music, so it was fun. Because I used to dance as a kid, it was easier for me to understand the rhythm of or using hips, and it's just been a minute now. Like for both things, like I haven't been dancing nor boxing for a while, so it's nice. So it's good to be within the group, but I think as a starting point, it's super helpful to be by yourself, meaning only with the trainer. He's able to tell like go again and go again. Even though guys been super nice and helpful, like most of them.
If this was a class, well, I would be gassed out. But it was a lot of knowledge, and it was super nice.
Makes sense. So when you feel like out of rhythm the other day, I kind of let that go a little bit longer because I want you to like feel it, to be like, I'm out of control and I want to go hard. I didn't know. It's better to be like, okay, let me just stay composed, let him rip. 10K worth of knowledge right there I just gave him. Maybe 20.
That dancing rhythm that he was showing me, I think it was like getting into me again after a long time. I was part of the Croatian national. I was a world champ.
Until the break of time.
I thought of dance like it was just something you did as a kid for like a couple years.
That wasn't the top.
On you, crime, locked in like Jenny Reno. Time, 18 and life in Cheeto. Freud, all along is true. When you see it coming, take pictures of tree. Knock down the wall.
We came back to the neighborhood. I have to go and pick up my son. He's about to turn 2 in 3 days. My baby is gonna be 2 years old. I still cannot believe that I'm a father. Sometimes I sit with my wife and I was like, oh, we're just the kids. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why do we have a kid? Like, what are we doing? It's crazy feeling to have your own kid. It's just, I don't know. I'm so grateful for having him.
Hey, what do you have? Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Hey, say bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Say bye-bye. What do you have? You want to say agua? Ah, you're shy. Why are you shy? Let me open this for you. What is it? Huh? What?
Here you go.
Wow, thank you.
How do you say thank you? Huh? Can you say thank you? Bravo.
Give me one.
Let's go home. That's it, bro. It's time to be a father.
Hey, baby. Yeah, let me. On the light. Light. Defeated. And you start getting punched, you start overthinking. Then you start saying to yourself, oh, let me calm down. But you're more and more in your head. Stupid, but beautiful. This is being nicely punched.
touching you because you're here. You have to go up. And then you get him to overreach. Much better, right? See how like how when you come back and you see
There's one on 3rd Street in Hoboken.
Yeah, which is like 10-minute drive.
Go to my ghetto.
I want to improve timing. I want to improve tempo, rhythm, power, accuracy, balance, everything. There is nothing that I can say like, oh, I'm dope at it. Like, I don't want to change that. I want to be more powerful. I want to have more speed. I want to see things clearly, to have ideas. I want to be unpredictable. Yeah, I definitely lost some weight, and I can see like in size, like I'm getting smaller. Like I see my arms getting smaller, my chest, because it's a lot of like cardio and a lot of. But
okay,
I
bro?
feel good. Huh? I love it.
What's your name?
D.
Nice to meet you. Islam. I have to fight in July, so I don't know if it's gonna. I just don't want it to bother
Easton's fight team, baby. Let's go, Easton.
Good time, baby.
Yo, bring it in. Bring it in for Easton after. Bring it in. Let's go. In on Easton. In on Easton. 1, 2, 3, Easton. 1, 2, 3. Let's go, boy. Let's go, boy. Take that with you. Good shit.
Shoulder back. And then it's finding rhythm and beat.
The first week we went over, I kind of threw him to the wolves. I wanted to see how he'd handle moving around with a lot of the pro guys and the amateur guys, and see how he'd handle with adversity, people pushing him a little bit more, and then also how he'd breathe in the moment, right? Because, you know, I wanted to see how he can respond. So I think it was really good now to see him and throw him into the fire. Now it's little adjustments that I can make so he can kind of start seeing and landing and starting doing more of his offense. So a lot of it was very stiff and very, you know, everything was with power. So now we're trying to get him to get a little bit more looser, find a rhythm, and have more fun.
Do you think Dean could be ready for an amateur MMA fight in 10 weeks?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, he already has a little bit of a, you know, base with some kickboxing experience, and he's athletic, he's in shape. Now it's just putting it together, you know, fine-tuning, getting him in shape, and really implementing the stuff that I want to implement. He's a beast, man, so I think he can do it.
And happy birthday to my little boy. He's 2 years old today.
Yeah, we'll warm up first. Guys, start jogging, let's go.
This is so stupid. That's it. That is stupid.
We had 2 private sessions and 2 MMA classes. We had some sparrings, we had some drills. We've been working on just having better hooks, and I'm getting feeling of actual improvement, and I can see that my brain is expanding when it comes to putting combos together. Like even that, like when you throw the hook and you slide out in order to switch your stance. So when I was transferring from southpaw to orthodox, before I wanted to do those, but I would just get like in my head and I would never execute.
Great work. That was awesome.
Go birthday present time. Ta-da! Let's go.
Pusti ga samo nek prođe. Dođi! Dođi! Bog, bog, come! Ti Siren!